a certain segment of society. On one level, they're talking about gender equality, and another level, constantly denigrating the female form. When your very presence has influence over people, how you keep yourself is very important.
The first question is from Ritika. She asks about a recent issue where cricketers made a statement about women on a popular TV show. What do you see as a source of the problem? Is it success, or the parenting, or just Josh? And what is the solution to it?
Well, I don't know the full detail of what they said, but they showed me one part of the conversation. Definitely there seems to be a problem with the parenting a bit. Apart from that, I think it's also a certain type of, a certain segment of society. I don't have a proper vocabulary, probably we can say that page 3 or what page, I don't know, they've moved to some other page now. That kind of society is in this kind of bravado, where on one level they're talking about gender equality, and another level they're constantly denigrating the female form in many ways, So probably these young boys are a little carried away with that kind of thing, and they thought they will look a little more, snazzy in front of the society by saying such things. Well, I think they must be penalized to some extent. At the same time, you should not destroy their careers because they still are young men. One of them, I think, came out and said, "I'll never again do this." Some penalty has happened, shaming has happened, I think it's enough. There's no need to hang them for that. It's not necessary to do that. But at the same time, creating a culture around us where we must create a culture where gender matters only in certain places. Rest of the time, what do I care? What is your gender? Huh? No, why do I care whether you're a man or a woman? What is my business with you? Well, if you want to go to the bathroom, you must know which gender you are. If you want to be in the bedroom, you must know which gender you are. Rest of the places, why should you know whose gender is what? You value them for what they can do and cannot do, isn't it? You're a journalist. My trouble with you will be, what kind of journalism will you do? Why do I care whether you're a man or a woman? Should it not be so? Only then gender equality will happen. Gender is a small thing, we've made it too big. We've made it so big simply because this gotten into our heads, it's not staying in our bodies. Gender is a bodily thing, it must stay with our bodies, isn't it? If it gets into your head, it becomes a perversion of all kinds.
So, Sir Prashanti wants to know, there are many people who are considered youth icons, who have touched my life in a big way, but I see that they themselves are miserable in their personal life. Why would you like to… what would you like to tell those icons, and how can you help?
See, what I say may be a bit extreme for you, but I'm saying this because if we don't make these corrections now in our societies, we will simply go away like this. Going away this way means, for example, right now, 38% of the European population is on psychiatric medication. 38%, not a small number. Why I'm taking Europe as an example is, this is a society which has enjoyed a longest period of material well-being. How that well-being came is another matter, okay? But whichever way it came, people have enjoyed such a long period of material well-being, but 38% is psychologically ill. If you want half of Europe to go crazy, you just pull out a few pharmaceutical formulations from the market, 38% will go crazy, totally out of control. 70% of American population is on prescription medication, not just psychological, but all kinds, prescription medication. So to be healthful, you need chemicals. To be peaceful and balanced, you need chemicals. You're going this way simply because you have not handled a few fundamental things right. Because you're trying to adjust your inner way of being using external circumstances. To fix this, you want to fix the whole world. You can never fix the whole world, believe me. It doesn't matter who you think you are. You cannot fix the outside situation 100% the way you want, yes or no? No one more human being will ever happen 100% the way you want them. Does anybody happen? No. There's only this person. This person must happen 100% your way, this one person. If this person doesn't happen your way, you're gone. Now you become an icon or whatever you call them. They may be sports people, they may be musicians, they may be actors, they may be dancers, whatever. In some way they became that, it's fine. But it's very, very important, we must understand, when your very presence has influence over people, how you keep yourself is very important, isn't it? It's a tremendous privilege that by your very presence, people's lives are being transformed either positively or negatively. When you have such a responsibility and such a privilege that you can touch so many lives, because whatever physical activity we do, we may think on the surface many things, but actually the only thing that matters is whether our activity touches another life or not. Yes or no? Do you want to write something that nobody reads? No. Do you want to build a building that nobody wants to live in? Do you want to sing a song that nobody wants to listen to? Because the need for human being to expand and touch another life means somehow you kindle life in another person. This is important. It is because of that somebody has become an icon. When such a privilege has come to you that you can actually make things happen in another person's life through your very presence or song or dance or talk or whatever, it's extremely important that you keep yourself in such a way that you will lead to a positive result for everybody who's in touch with you. But this responsibility has not been exercised properly. And I've been active in United States for the last almost 20 years now. For some reason, for whatever reason, there are many aspects, United States has acquired a leadership position. It's become iconic in its own way. Whatever they do, everybody else wants to do now. See, today I'm not somebody who makes comments on your clothing or something because, well, I was like that when you're your age, that's a different matter. But today, if you look at any Indian city or anywhere in the world for that matter, below the knees, what are they wearing? Almost 60% are wearing American workman's clothes. Whatever they wear, everybody wants to wear. Whatever they eat or drink, everybody wants to eat and drink. Well, India has phenomenal amount of cuisine, all right? No other culture has the variety of cuisine that India has. If you want to experience this, you must come south. North is become all little… just one kind of masala everywhere But now you want to eat a burger, this was made for a hippopotamus. How do you eat like that? But that's become our way. Because why? Because the Americans are doing it. Well, even a kindergarten child knows this body needs oxygen. You also know, right? Even though you're a journalist, you still know. But they put carbon dioxide in a bottle and they say this is the real thing, and the whole world drinks it, all right? This means America has become an icon. Whatever they do, everybody does. So I said, if America meditates, the whole world will meditate. That's why I'm revving it up in America. So let's say, for example, somebody like Michael Jackson, suppose he meditated. Believe me, 20 million people would be meditating tomorrow morning. If I have to get 20 million people to meditate, I have to work for years. So, icon means other people have started investing in your life. Now it's very important you behave responsibly, extremely important. It's a privilege that you should not exploit.